Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. And today I'm up with a KLJUYP design team haul and project share, and combining that with a crazy, I call them CRZYCrafter. They are CRYZ. So I just say CRZYCrafter design team haul. And there is my bow barking again. Right, so first up, I'm doing the dies, and I've received, this is going to be the Tuesday tutorial tomorrow. This is a box that fits in a card. Now, I do know that Nicole has shown this on her channel, and it makes a folding card, and then into this section here, you slot a box so that it looks like a chimney on top of the rooftop, and you get a cute little gnome that goes with it. So I'm going to be going through that tonight and finding out what it's all about and doing that for the Tuesday tutorial. And we'll then be able to measure it. And then next up, it's banners. I'll put things this way around. I've dropped the camera so you can have close-ups, but it doesn't always fit large things in portrait, if you know what I mean. So you've got that lovely loopy edge. You've got the strips there that will cut the holes in your banners, or you can have it that way around and use them, and you can make yourself a mini album. Right, so let's measure this. I'm not sure if these actually fit in those frames. I know that KS Craft do frames that you can use book rings and they'll flip. I'm not sure if these go into there, but that is 7.5 inches by 5.25 inches. And then next up, we've got the point edge ones, and exactly the same again, a banner or a mini album, and those are 7.75 inches, and the width 5.25 inches. And then I have a couple of slim lines. This one, which personally I think this would be great for autumn, because that just reminds me of a sort of like lattice apple pie crust. So if you cut that in, you know, sort of pastry colour and did some distress inking on it, you could put all your sort of like Thanksgiving stuff onto there. I mean, it's pretty, it's a lattice, it can be garden and flowery or whatever you want it to be, but it just reminds me of a pie crust for Thanksgiving. And that is 8.75 inches and 4 inches. And then this one, which is absolutely gorgeous, is a slimline doggy, and you've got the little paw prints there around the edges and all the bits, the food bowl, you've got the ball, you've got the ball thrower. One of my dogs has one of those and she absolutely loves it. And then you've got the tuggy rubber thing, and then you've got the retracting dog lead and the bones. You've got the hand wash lotion, and then you've got little key rings or little charms that you can put around your dog's neck. There's also a little something there. Oh yeah, the collar. So I'm assuming these will link to the collar. So I am going to be back again after the Tuesday tutorial with more of this at the end of the week. That's 9.25 inches and 4.25 inches. And then I made these. These are 2 bag toppers, so I will measure them in a second when I show you, and a smaller one came with that. And I also made this memory deck snow globe, and I think this design is very similar to one that Nicole did for Surprise Creation, but that one is an easel card. This one is a memory deck, so I did try to make it a little bit different, and I will measure that made up. I also got a computer screen that I've made, and so I'm going to measure that one made up. I got a 3-dimensional Christmas ball, which you cut 8. I've got the large one and the small one in here. And then you piece them all together by folding along this edge until you've created yourself a 3-dimensional ball. Now, my only suggestion for using dies like this is that you use construction paper. The reason I say that is because you don't want anything that's too thick, because you want to be able to manipulate it. But construction paper has the strength so that you're going to be fully satisfied with what you do make. So my recommendation for that is construction paper. And then if you're using pretty paper, cut 8 of these in construction, cut 8 of your pretty paper, glue them both together, and then build your Christmas ball. Next up is the twisty bow. I'll make this at the end of the week as well, and measure that one. But that's really sweet, and there is a great image on the website of that. It kind of twists at angles. It's really lovely. Another one, I think I might use this with the house tomorrow, actually, with the cards with the chimney in. It does look like a house roof, and this is Merry Christmas with a snowy top. So I think that one's going to come up tomorrow, and I'm going to use that. And then next up, we've got 3 different types of either bookmark or clips. And you've got a heart, you've got a rectangle, and you've got a square. And I have made those, so I'll show those in a second. And then I've got a tiny little fireplace, which is super cute. Really like that. Another one to be made. I've got 3 autumn leaves. One of them is a layering leaf, which can also be a shaker leaf. And of course, leaves are always nice for autumn. So really, really like that one. And then I've got mistletoe, which again needs to be made up. If I can kind of fit this into the theme on top of the chimney box or something tomorrow, I'll use that one as well, so you'll know how big it is. And then I've got these sort of like firework type starburst flowers with little blossoms on. And no doubt I'll be making these next week. And then I got numbers, all of the numbers on one plate. Can use for planners or for making your advent boxes or calendars. You've got little shapes here, different shapes that they'll clip onto. And I can imagine that these will also look very nice on top of paper clips. Next up is 2 sizes of the circle pinch boxes that you cut 2 of, and then you lay them across each other and pinch, and the whole thing kind of like snaps closed together. So I will make those next week. And then I have a cute little set of tickets, which is really nice. Great for cutting out. If you've got 12 by 12 scrapbook pads, you usually get border strips. You can sort of like pop those along and cut yourself some nice tickets to use those borders in your scrapbook pads. And then I got a really cute set of stamps, which is an owl with little doily snowflake patterns, Christmas ornaments, and a little stained glass window. That's really sweet, and I intend to use that one next week. Right, now if I tidy up my pile so that I've got some space to bring in the other stuff and show you, I'll move my bigger ones over to there, scoop them underneath, and hopefully I can get in. Right, CRZYCrafter, as I like to call them. And I received the Rudolph and Friends scrapbook pad. I will pick that up in a minute. I received the Ephemera. All of these have been opened and used because that's what I've done with my projects today. And the journal cards. So I'm just going to open the journal cards and show you the designs that you get in here. And looking on the pack here, you get 24 pieces, and as you can see, it's called Rudolph and Friends. So there is one where you've got the snow globe, and then you've got that really cute airmail back on that one. You've got a sort of like journal-y type piece, and then you've got Deck the Halls. I hope my camera's not going too blurred. It is going very dark here. I think it's going to rain actually. And then you've got There's No Time Like the Presents. And then if I flip over slowly, it shouldn't go too blurred. And then you've got a wreath. And then you've got that gorgeous little retro deer. And then you've got that tree on top of the car. You've got another piece of graph paper with the mistletoe, and then you've got Let It Snow with a little elf, and then we've got a penguin with stripes. We've got a candy cane piece for making a list, and then you've got your Christmas bulb lights, and you do get, like, I think it's 2 each of the designs, and then you've got the traditional Christmas bulbs, and then you've got a starburst on the back. Just seen that one, just seen that one, seen that one, seen that one, seen that one. So I got them all out and messed them all up. And then you've got It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, and then you've got another journal panel there with a candy cane snowflake base, and then you've got a cute little elf and a Be Merry, and that's 2 the same there. Right, so that is the journal cards packet, and I have actually used some of these, cropped them down and used them for the Nicole Design bookmark clips that she's done for KLJ. Right, so I've shown you that one, and then we've got the paper pad, and I have used pieces out of here. You've got candy stripe, you've got that sort of like Christmas green plaid, you've got a little black and white starburst. Get in there, you've got teeny weeny little snowmen and snowflakes, and then you've got that sort of retro-ish with the deers and the bears and the little penguins. Trees. Whoops, I'm trying not to send the camera wild. You've got little ice skating polar bears and Christmas trees. You've got a pink chevron, a snowflake. You've got gifts and poinsettia in there. You've got a black and white stripe. You've got those little deers, candy canes and poinsettia again. Holly. You've got Christmas bulbs. You've got green dots. You've got a floral pattern. You've got those gorgeous retro ornaments. You've got the gold foil there with your poinsettia. You've got the candy stripe. I think I'm repeating myself now. I don't think I showed you that one, if I can get to it. And that is a sort of like candy splatter dots with gold foil. And I think that's it. I think I've shown you all the designs in that pad. And you do get 40 sheets of 20 designs, and you get 6 foiled pages in that set. So I'll pop that there, and I'll pop that there. And then we get to the ephemera. And rather than me tip it all out of the bag and not be able to get it back in, I'm going to try and get as close as possible so that you can see all of the pieces. Now you get 2 of each design, and you get 180 pieces in this pack. Let's see if we can get in there. Right, that's a better picture. You can see all the different things there. You've got the lamppost, you've got little sentiments, you've got Christmas fox, you've got Santa, penguins, candy canes, poinsettia, Christmas bulbs. You've got 2 types of deer, snow globes, Christmas light bulbs. You've got that bear with his little twinkly wands down there. You've got little paper borders with a scallop edge, and you've got all of these little sentiments again. You've got the little candy stripe balls, snowflakes and gifts. I like that little penguin in the sleigh. You've got holly, and you've also got bows. And I do apologise if my camera's all wobbly. Right, so that's 180 pieces. Right, now then, I'm going to show you my projects. I had great fun making them. They're very cheery and happy colours. And first up are the bookmark clips that I used, and I used them with those journal cards. So there I put the penguin onto that one, and there is the little elf on the poinsettia card. You've got that gorgeous lacy edge there that Nicole is very famous for, and there is that cute little deer with the heart-shaped one. And if I unclip them, no, sorry, this is the square one. You can see that all I've done is pop the holly onto there. I've used that cardstock that's got the gold foil in it. There we go. just really, really cute. And as I said, you can use these as bookmarks or as just clips to go on any page or even on the edge of a card. And that's that one. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I used the reverse of it for that one. Used a snowflake, that gold dot paper again. And then this one is the heart-shaped one. Same paper again, because I was trying to make a little set. There we go. So you've got little bits of gold foiling onto those as well. So those are the clips on the journaling cards. And then I did the large and the small bag topper, and I popped the poinsettia on there, and holiday cheer, and a little penguin. And there is the poinsettia cardstock from that pad. And then there is the smaller one, and I've used one of the little gifts and also stuck a candy cane on, and there is the Christmas light bulbs underneath. So that's that set, and I think I need to measure that actually. So here we go. Right, if I turn it over, that's going to be the best thing. And that is 5 1/4 inches. This is the large one, by 4 3/4 inches, just over. So that's the bag topper. And then for the smaller one, flip it over again. This one's really cute if all you want to do is a little bag of candy or something. Fraction over 3 inches and 2 3/4 inches just over. And then next up is the computer, and I did it as a shaker, and I put some diamond dust in there. See how close we can get, which is like little shards of glass, and it's just really pretty. And I used one of those snowflakes. You can see the deer in there, and I cropped one of the journal cards to create the screen. But look at that little apple. Ooh, let's see how close we can get. I think it's because everything's so dazzling and bright. There we go. There's the little apple, and there's the little buttons, and I managed to get a piece of fluff down there. So the width of that is 3 3/4 inches, and then on its stand a fraction over 3 1/4 inches. But I just think that's really, really sweet. Ah, that's better. Tilt the reflection away from the camera. So that's that one. And then next up is the Memory Deck Snow Globe, and I just went to town on that. I did the snow there, and I used diamond dust, and I used my gorgeous little mini rhombus sequins, which I absolutely adore. You can see the various pieces there from the CRZYCrafter all along there. I've used all of the paper. I made the Christmas bulbs dimensional, and then there's the truck and the trees that come with the die, and you can see the embossing that goes into the back of the snow globe there in this memory decks. And I'm going to measure it made up. My throat is a little bit better, I have to say, and that is a fraction over 5 1/4 inches made up. And then going across, I'm going to go across the largest part, which is the edge of the snow to the end there of its stand, and I'm going to say a fraction over 4 1/4 inches. So as I say, you know, all the reflection off all the bags and stuff sends my camera really wild. But that is what I have for you today, and I do hope that you have an awesome day. As usual, all links are below, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.